Hello, anime friends. We are back with Attack on Titan. This is the end. It's the finale. Although I don't know if there is going to be a movie or something like that, or another season. I'm not sure. I know that this wasn't the end, but it's the end. What a ride. What a journey this has been up till now over the years. The Susume, the Shinzo Sasageyos that we've called out, the tears we've cried, the emotions, the pain, the sorrow, the laughter, like all of it. The characters we've lost, and just what an amazing piece of art this has been. And I haven't even read the manga, so I feel like obviously reading the manga would make things much more special and more meaningful, but the anime is so good and it still captures all of that. So that's all I will say. It was well done, well done, well done. We all are thankful for this. So let's do this. Let's see what happens. I shall count down for the full timer, uncut, unedited versions of these reactions. If you're interested in having access to those, you can join my Patreon. Those links are down in my description box below. All right, let's do this. Oh, wow, gorgeous. Oh my god, is that...
Eren は最初から何も変わっていない。あれがエレン本来の姿だとしたら、私はエレンの何を見ていたのだろう。
Oh my god, well, it's the final season. Whoa.
これこそが元より我々に課せられた仕事と言える。調査開始だ。あの馬か。
Oh, they've never seen a car. Yeah, he looks like a little gangster. He's a little pickpocket. I mean, so this has to be Sasha, but she looks like Gabby. Aww. Okay, is everyone just gonna die then? Is this how it is? Ah! He's not a kid. He's gonna kill him. Ew! Why would he whisper in his ear? Oh no. It's the same thing over and over. It doesn't matter if you're a Titan. There's just racism. Oh. If only the world was like this. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, what are you gonna do? They're the ones who were robbed. Like, it's like, it is a weird thing. Aww. He took his time.
血液検査の技術向上に伴い世界中で収容から逃れたユミルの民の存在が発覚し、パラディ島から友好を図る本計画も極めて困難であると言わざるを得ません。
和平の道を諦めるならジークの謀略に加担するしかなくなります。彼に我々の運命を委ね、ヒストリアと生まれてくる。
Oh, I forgot about Historia and her kids.
あなたは自分が敵の最重要目標だってことが分かっているの？市場の少年、何があったの？
まだ何も。戦争で居場所をなくした人たちが集まって暮らしている。俺 たちもそうだった。ある日突然日常が終わって何もかもが奪われた。ミカさん、お前はどうして俺のことを気にかけてくれるんだ？俺に助けられたからか、それとも俺は家族だからか。俺はお前のなんだ？
あなたは家族。
Ooh, yum. Some nice tea.
もてなしてくれるみたいだ。
何やってんだてめえ！バカじゃねえ！
Ooh. This is like a nice setup. It's like the cans and the writing from when we first when Ymir was able to like read this other language, and then Reiner was like, the kid. Oh man, if only the world was really like this, right? I mean, some parts of the world are. Some people are like this, and then there are the other people who are like the people who want to set examples out of people, and the people like flock. Is this church? What is this? Crazy words, and everyone applauds. No, Eren.
あの日からエレンは私たちの元を去った。彼から届いた手紙にはジークに全てを委ねると記され。
Oh, so this was. Oh, I thought this all was a dream. This all happened. Oh, that was wild. I totally thought all of that was a dream.
もし私が別の答えを選んでいた。
Oh, interesting.
俺はジークの計画に従うふりをする。
Wow, okay, so we get to see everything.
憲兵団はお前を巨人にして島に来たジークを食わせる計画を進めている。
争う必要も逃げる必要もない。この島が生き残る一番堅実な方法があれば。
お前が良くても俺は違う。
え？
世界を滅ぼす全ての敵を。
そんなの間違ってる。島の外の人全てが敵じゃないのに、なんで殺されるのかわからない人がほとんどなんだよ。
憎しみによる報復の連鎖を完全に終結させる唯一の方法は、憎しみの歴史を文明ごとこの世から葬り去る。親子同士を食わせ続けるような真似は俺がさせない。
私はエレン、あなたを何としてでも止めないと胸を張って生きていくことができない。
耐え難いなら始祖の力で記憶を操作する。
そんなこと
できるさ。お前はあの時俺を救ってくれた。世界一悪い子なんだから。
アッカーマン一族に特有の疾患があるなんて巨人学や草葉さんからも聞いたことないな。やむにやまれる理由もない。ただお前のためなら巨人をひねり殺せるくらい。
It's romantic. Ooh. Oh. My God. Everybody.
この地球上に存在しうる最も巨大な大砲のほぼ全てが今ここに集結した。これを止める手段はもう人類に存在し得ない。
So everyone's working together. That's one way to get the people working together. But I mean, no, there's like nothing they can do. Oh, God. Oh, they're swimming. Oh, damn. Okay, well, it does do something. Wow. I mean, because there's so many of them. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's just nothing. Yeah, that would be a completely devastating to see that, and there's nothing you could do. Oh man. Oh my god. They're running. I mean, yeah. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. That is so crazy. Oh, just the what you do. What you do to the kids. Remember that trauma. Just, it's like so crazy. They started it. If they never did that, Eren would never have become this kid. To be continued. Wait a minute. Whoa. So then it's not finished. I mean, that makes sense. There seems to be way too much. Oh my god, this is so crazy. Damn, this show is it's like emotionally draining. It makes me so angry because it's so realistic. It's so real. I mean, I don't know. I watch this and I feel like this could happen. Not like obviously with Titans, but people have weapons, like nuclear weapons, and people are angry and not in their right minds, and it really makes you question a lot of like, well, what's holding someone back from just going to all-out war? There's just too many people right now, especially in our time, the days we live in. It's just a lot of people who are extremely angry, extremely unhinged, extremely lost, confused, angry. You know, it comes back to the whole everything, everywhere, all at once. It's like, I get it. We're all confused. We're all angry. We don't know what else to do but fight. You know, it's like, when you feel out of place like that, it's just, I guess it's a natural thing, but it's like, this is not the time to do that. It's the time to show love, which is something that's in the movie which you guys should watch if you haven't seen that movie. But wow, I mean, for a split 10 minutes, I thought that beginning scene was a dream, and I thought that Sasha was Gabby. I was like, oh, she has all grown up. It's kind of interesting how much Gabby looks like Sasha. I think that's an interesting thing. I mean, it's so wild to me how one little kid can change the whole world, and in a negative way, because he lost his mom. He lost his family. He went through this, and that was it. He said, I'm going to seek revenge, and he meant it. He believed it, and he was a different type of kid. It really reminds me of Anakin. Like, I'm watching Star Wars right now. I'm doing the Machete Order, so I've just jumped into the Phantom Menace. And so it's like getting the backstory of Darth Vader and just seeing how sweet and caring and kind little Anakin was. He wanted to free the slaves. He wanted to help his mother. He wanted to do all these beautiful things. Super intelligent, super gifted, super bright. He could have changed the world. And then things started happening. You know, he's taken from his mother quite young. Qui-Gon ends up dying, who's like a father figure to him. And now he's lost. He feels lost. So I haven't watched the second prequel yet, but I mean, it's just going to be the tale of how Anakin turns into Darth Vader. It's just, these stories please don't take them as just stories. Take them to heart. These stories are trying to explain that things happen in early childhood that leave lasting impressions and create the people we are today. That's why there has been a lot of war and suffering and murder and rape and killing and all kinds of disturbing things, because, I mean, I'm just going to say it. People have kids and then they don't see, we're not really trained on what we should do when we have children. A lot of people just have children to have children because everybody else is having kids, or it's cultural, or it's, you know, but they don't, it's kind of like having a baby doll, and that baby doll grows up and becomes an adult. The people we don't like, we're very lax when it comes to children, because children are sweet and cute. If you see a puppy or kitten, you're going to be much more kind to the puppy or kitten than you are to an older dog or cat who's like a stray dog, right? And who the stray dog bit somebody. You're probably going to be more angry at the stray adult dog than a stray puppy who bit somebody. And that's the thing. Like, the job of us, I'm a parent, is to really instill a lot of wisdom, experience, understanding, and of course, and I've been open about, even with my own parenting, I've made my own mistakes, and that is what it is to be a real parent. If you have a parent that said they didn't make mistakes, then you're dealing with someone who's completely delusional, and probably don't want to, and probably why their child is the way that they are, now. We all are connected. One event can completely change the course of the whole world. That is what the story of Darth Vader is about. That is what the story of Eren is about. That is what there's a lot of stories like this. We can look in history and see people like Hitler, Stalin, different dictators who were once children. And we don't know what happened in their childhood. We don't know what happened in their teenage years, their adulthood years, what was going on mentally, what was going on at the house. We don't know. But we live in a time where there's enough people who study the brain and psychology to know that nurture is a big deal, and then there is aspects of nature that do affect who we are as well, and what we eat, what we look at, what we listen to, all of this stuff you take into account, and you become the people you are. And I'm not saying it as a we have no hope. I'm saying that as we've got to really wake up. We have to wake up. This is a gorgeous anime. It's scary, it's terrifying. But think of it more, what if there weren't Titans, but it was nuclear weapons? Would that make you a little bit more scared? Because maybe that would touch closer to home. I mean, we're literally living in a time right now where there is wars going on, and literally talks of nuclear weapons, and people who are angry, and it should be scary. Now, Mikasa is looking at the whole picture. Has Eren always been this way? I think no, he hasn't. It was just the things that happened to him that changed him. War, revenge, fighting, killing, it never stops. I mean, just feuds, having little feuds with people where you're angry at that person. They do something to you, you want to do something back to them. And it's like this back and forth. It's not even like they've killed your family members. It's just a feud. Or you get cut off by someone while you're driving and they flip you off and you're like, I'm going to speed up and flip them off. And then it's like this thing that happens, like we want to fight people. It's like within us. Yelena said something about it's hard to take the violence out of people. Something like that. It's true. We are all capable of becoming very violent. We are all capable of making the wrong choices, I guess, hurting others. It's scary that we're living in a weird time where people are not as self-aware. I feel like when you're not self-aware, it's quite dangerous. We've got to be very self-aware and very like looking at the mirror, looking at ourselves and like really digging deep, because if we don't dig deep within ourselves, this world where does it go? It's not going to get any better. And I think from my perspective, I see a lot of craziness. I think from other people's perspectives, because they live in like these gated communities and they're well off and their families are safe and happy, you're not seeing the other side of things. A lot of people cannot see other people's perspectives. And so, hearing me talk might be like, oh, that's, come on now, everything's fine. But it's like, wake up. People are being murdered on the streets. There are homeless people everywhere. There are people starving to death because they have no money. There are people who are, there's all kinds of things happening. There's this narcissism that's becoming even greater. This all about me, posting things about ourselves and hoping someone validates us, and these pseudo fake spiritual people that get under my nerves, get under my skin. Well, we're just coming together. We're so happy. We're healing our inner child, which is beautiful. I believe in that too. I'm working on that for me too. But like, use your spiritualness to help other people and stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's selfish. That's still selfish. You're out here like doing stuff, but what is it helping anyone? What if everyone just got together in the world and everyone was like, you know what? If my brother over here, who happens to not be my blood relative, is sick and dying and alone and has no food to eat, I'm not going to eat, or I'm going to help him. And everyone did that. No one would suffer. But the way that the world works, or the way that we've been conditioned to believe how society should work, is we must stand on top of each other. Like, we have to stand on top of each other's heads and push people down so that we can go up higher. I don't get it. I literally don't understand. And this is why the world will eventually, I think the world will be fine. The earth will be fine. It's humanity will eventually be lost if things don't change. And I just don't see them really changing. And I get really, these things really weigh on my heart because, it's been, I don't understand, because I do this too, because I can't help everyone. I cannot help people. I want to help. it's messed up that we're waiting for others to just save us and save other people. I just don't see the world like ever coming together. This is bringing up a lot of emotions in me because it's just tragic. It's such a tragic story. Like, I was thinking that when I was watching Phantom Menace, which is so funny because Jar Jar Binks sucks so bad. But then, like, I thought about Anakin and I thought, what a tragic story. And then you think of Grisha and you see what a real father. Like, he made some huge mistakes with Grisha. And he finally, in the afterlife, owns up to it. It says, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. If only more parents just did that. Stood up and said, I'm so sorry to your children. So many parents will never do that. They don't see what they've done wrong. You have to say, I'm sorry, because we are all human. We all make mistakes and we're all learning, and no one has the answers completely. Nobody does. And it's so annoying that some people do think that. I just get really, this anime has been so important to me and for so many people. It's just really understanding the reality of the story, the weight, because it's just, there will always be flocks, there will always be Aarons, there will always be Armins and Hanjis, Levis, Johns. You know, each person represents one of us. And it's not everybody has to be, because, you know, Flock was a kid at some point too, and he was probably a good kid. It's just that war and trauma and PTSD and, you know, being indoctrinated, it changes you. And so it's just, these things happen today. They've been happening for thousands of years. And I think, like, with the way social media is going, it's causing a mass, like, selfishness. It's not mass genocide, it's mass selfishness. To the point where eventually no one is going to care. And I was there too. There was a long period of my, like, early 20s where I was, or even before, like 19, it's just all about me. Selfish. Just thought about what was the next fun thing I was gonna do. And forgot, like, who I was. And so it's been like this journey of finding out who I am again and remembering who I used to be as a kid. And that kid was a fierce person. Very fiercely me, fiercely against bullying, fiercely against any types of mistreatment of anybody. I was always trying to defend others, protect people. And it didn't matter. I wasn't afraid of what the popular cool people would say, because I knew that they were stupid and, like, they were just like me, a human, no less and no more. And I was that mindset was kind of beaten out of me, going through schooling and going through meeting different people and a lot of not the best people. And then I turned into another, like, a person that didn't have, my soul was lost. We need to start waking up, finding ourselves again, and stop just going along like sheep. And it's easy to be in that place. But damn it, we all are connected. We all live in this world, and we need to really protect our world. I don't know what else to say other than I truly just appreciate this story, and I'm curious how it ends. I truly don't know how it will end. I see it potentially just everyone dying, and that's scary. That's so scary. There's a lot that's out of our control. Just taking it back to real life. A lot of this stuff is out of our control. What any other country does, what their governments do, we really can't do anything. So I think to breathe a sigh of like, it's okay. It's okay that stuff is out of our control. But what's in our control? Taking care of ourselves. If we have family, or friends, kids, really honing in on them and ourselves and working, strengthening our minds, strengthening our bodies, and creating communities again where we could trust each other. It's hard. It's hard for me to talk to a lot of people in real life. I have a lot of anxiety. But I definitely, when I'm feeling good, I definitely like to talk to people, because it's weird. We all walk past each other. It's like everyone has a story. Everyone has like a struggle. Everyone has a positive thing too. And I just think whatever we can control and work on, let's do that. Let's start there. And that's hard enough. And then maybe from there, there's a ripple effect that will go throughout the world. But it's definitely, the times are darker right now. They're hard, depending on where you live. So it's some people are just out of hope and hopeless. And I say, I am sorry if you feel that way. I've felt that way too. And I will probably feel that way in a couple of days. But then I have to, come back out of that and keep believing. Keep believing. And I just truly feel like that's what this anime is all about. It's just real life. It's just with Titans, I don't know. But this has been a wonderful journey over the years. Watching Attack on Titan for the first time was amazing. There was lots of screaming, lots of jumping up and down, and lots of some of the most real reactions I've ever had, probably. Like just where when Eren was taken by his arm, that was like, I forgot I was not even the camera I didn't realize was there. I was just like, there is no way they took Eren out. And when that man said, "Keep going, Susume," I was like, oh, Lord. Like, that is my man forever. Forever. God, what a man. What a hero. And Flock could never be him. Ever. But, it's all about having leaders like that. Like Magath, Shadis, Erwin, Levi, Hanji. That's important. Making sure like the good people are there. And yeah. What an awesome anime. Awesome. I don't know if we're coming back with another season or movie, but I'll be there for sure. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching with me. And that's it. Take a breath. Let's all take a breath. Try to enjoy your day. Try to enjoy your night, whenever this comes out. A lot of what I say might feel quite heavy, and it was heavy for me too. I feel a lot of different things, but I just say, don't give up hope. Believe in yourself. Believe in others, and let's just work on ourselves. Let's say sorry. Let's apologize. Let's forgive. Let's be patient. And it's not easy. That stuff is hard to do, but it's not an impossibility. And you know what? I like a challenge. Do you guys like a challenge? Like, really just challenge yourself. See how far you can make yourself go. The human mind our brain is beautiful. It's complex, it's strong, it's powerful. It's amazing to see like what the body, the human body, if you really work hard on it, like people like bodybuilders, it's amazing to see how the body can look. Well, you can do the same thing with your mind. The same thing with like your beliefs, your spirit, you know. And so it's like pretty cool to kind of push ourselves to see how far we can go in like a positive way. So I wish that for you guys. I wish that for me. And yeah, the only things we can control are the only things we can control are ourselves. So don't worry too much about everything else. I think things will work out in the way they need to work out. And I do believe at the end of the day, like there is a higher power too. I genuinely believe that. I've had my own like battle with what do I believe? Because I come from a Christian background, and I kind of walked away from that, trying to figure out what I believe. And I think I've been left really with like there is a God. There really is. And it is that you don't all have to agree with that, but definitely there is a higher power. There is something. And we definitely need like any help we can get anyway. So whether you pray or meditate or have good thoughts, good vibes, whatever it is, I think it's helpful to believe in something higher than ourselves. So, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I shall see you when this comes back. And there will be Star Wars reactions. I'm watching Supernatural right now. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to The Last Kingdom, Better Call Saul, and other shows coming forward as well. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.